Welcome to the video where I will explain why I like Orcs in Warcraft II Battle.net Edition. Well, Warcraft 2. For this I'm going to be using Battle.net Edition of the game. As you noticed, they are actually playing a wider screen version. This is thanks to the mod that I have, and I will provide the details for where to get the mod in the description of the video. This is not a GOG version, but the mod works on GOG version. So I do have a GOG version, but the GOG version will not make you game wide screen. Anyway, let's begin. You're gonna set up Orcs, and I'm gonna set up one opponent to make my life easier while I explain here things, and I'm gonna put resources on high. And let's start off. This is the standard scenario. Gold separates east from west. Okay, let's begin. And here we are. So at first I'm going to be doing some setup things because I need to just kind of get things working into the speeds so that again we are not wasting too much time here on things. And then I will have to show you and explain a few things as I go along, but I will need to do a bit of a focusing on fighting off the enemy because they will be coming at me. Now, I'm not a professional Warcraft 2 player. I'm not a regular Warcraft 2 player. I play just for my enjoyment. That's why if you see me doing some things incorrectly, that's most likely the reason why I'm doing certain things in a very basic format. That's the reason why, because I just don't have that kind of skill level. So that you'll find right now people playing in the multiplayer because they got things already figured out way ahead. So okay, we're gonna build a farm here. As soon as that farm is built, we start gonna build peons, and we're gonna build more farms and military buildings, so on. It's a bit of a slow start here, but I do like to note the fact that visually the game looks very well. It's not even the game, I mean the actual faction looks pretty well. Okay, I'm gonna start off building workers. We're gonna build military building here, and this guy is gonna build here more farms. And as far as I know, there's always gonna be one peon building farms because that's how it's most efficient way to do things. And at the same time, we're going to be constantly building new peons for as a workforce, and that's why we're going to need to have more farms at the same time. So there you go. And there we are. So back to it, and here we are. There's never enough peons on anything, and here we're gonna build a smith here, and this one is gonna build one more farm. And I'm not building peons, which is an incorrect thing to do. I'm not building grunts, which is an incorrect thing to do. I need to build everything quickly, fast. So I think should be getting about the necessary amount of in terms of
work complete. Ready to work.
in terms of peons that I need for the gold mining, so that I don't run out of gold as I go along here. More grunts. I'm gonna build another barrack here. I think I have enough here peons for the gold, so let's continue on here. We're gonna build the shield upgrade, and we're gonna start harvesting wood. Alrighty, and another peon out here, and I'm not building grunts apparently. That's not good. There we are. A few more. Let's build grunts, improve the shields, do this one. And I need to start exploring the area to start building up the new base, and I need to also figure out where the enemy is. So we're gonna send a few of our grunts just to go and explore. And the grunt found the enemy here, and we don't have enough peons for the trees, so let's send him to go ahead and fight off there. At the same time, we're going to go ahead and build a lumber mill. Let's deal with everything here. At the same time, let's go kill off the peons. Right, and let's upgrade the weapons at the same time. Right, send in more of our. Gonna upgrade this, and hopefully we can build the new base here. Yes, we can start doing that. In the meantime, let's upgrade the weapons and so on. And good. Now have, I think, pretty good grasp on the peons here. Let's send them some here. I think we got all of them, did we not? There we are, we got them all. I think we got them all. I'm gonna move my forces out of here. We're just gonna quickly deal with the tower here. And we're gonna deal with this one because it's very annoying building. Okay, so by this point I think we got a good whole hang of it situation here, and we can start actually doing sweepings to show you what is it that we have in the game, what kind of units we have, and just talk about generally of how it is the game plays. I'm just gonna get him to build the ogre mount because we don't want to build ogres, and at the same time we're just gonna keep on researching things. Get another peon going here, and there we are. I'm gonna send them here. The rest of you gonna go get more wood. Yeah, you come here. There's a gold mine around this area that I can use. There it is. And this one, in the meantime, we'll build another hole just so that we can continue on building things. Okay. So now that we got the ogre mount, I can build that. And we can also expand this. Okay, good. And I can build a few things here, and I'm gonna need to build a few more ogres just to kind of show the point why ogres are so good, and at the same time a bit of a problem for this faction in Warcraft. So here we are, here's our flying unit, which can explore, which is a good thing. We're just gonna explore here a bit, in case we need to kind of locate anybody. Gonna build another farm, just maybe we might need one. Oh, here's another ground that went exploring, and here we are. Okay, good. I think we are good here on that end, and gonna build a refinery here, and we're going to build an oil barge. And there's an enemy there somewhere. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and send the ogres here first, just to kind of demonstrate the point. Here they are. There we are. The ogres did some damage. It took a bit of time, but there was quite a few of them, and so they still managed to deal the necessary damage. Okay, so alright, I believe somewhere here is a section that we want for the oil derricks. I'm gonna build up some ships here. I'll show you this unit at the same time. Let's build a catapult at the same time. And there we are. Gonna build a destroyer now. We don't have enough trees apparently. That's because, of course, we don't have enough trees because we lost few of our peons here that when the tower just killed them. Okay. So here we have another interesting unit that we have that can do this. It's little goblins that are very much explosive and destructive. In your own way, here's our destroyer. I'm just gonna do that, and we're gonna build a turtle.
Ready to work.
Oh, nope. I said turtle. Forgot the hotkey. Okay, and here we have a catapult just to throw you this unit. It's it's a long-range artillery. We're not gonna be using it much. It does this, as you can see. So again, it's kind of standard here, but I'm just kind of showing you the other stuff. At the same time, we have available to us here. And we should build a few more peons just to kind of build up some of the buildings that I'm gonna need for my purposes. Because lots of those peons that were on the wood actually is causing a bit of a problem now. I don't have enough of them to kind of build things. I'm gonna send them to build. Gonna wait for the construction to finish, and then we can move on to actually showing you a few other things that are available to us. I believe we actually also require another thing. We're gonna need another peon here. We can use this one, by the way, and we're gonna research here. We're gonna build the dragon here. There's supposed to be one that's building a temple. No? Guess not. I'm gonna build two, so just kind of speed up the process there to researching spells and so on. Okay. I guess the dragon did not start building because I didn't have enough farms. But we're going to go ahead and research the bloodlust, which is something that needs to be shown. In the meantime, let me show you something that Ogre Magi, now that I have upgraded them, the Ogres to become Ogre Magi, is something that they do have. They have this Golden Isle of Kilrock, which is a little quick moving unit that allows you to explore, which is an interesting idea. Like, I really like this kind of idea. Overall, here we have different naval ships that we have available to us. Again, all this. We have a quite interesting variety. We have turtles for submarines. We have ships that shoot in the air and the land. We have land ships that shoot at land and at sea. Also, we have transports. A nice little variety here overall. We have here our magical unit, which is also has a bit of interesting aspects to it, in terms of the fact that it's it's a skeleton, but that does magic, right? We have ogres that do magic. We have a dragon here. Something I'm gonna show you about the dragon is that they do kind of damage across. So you see, it's damaging the farms, but it also has a certain problem. Its attack does not only damage to the farms, to the enemy, but if I sit here, my zeppelin is gonna get slowly attacked and destroyed, right? And that's a problem when you have too many of those dragons, so you do have to manage them. It's like it's an interesting and good unit, but needs to be managed, especially in large numbers, to make sure that they don't just destroy each other at the same time. I'm just gonna research a few more spells here, but this time we also have our bloodlust ready, and here we are now. For the most ultimate unit in the game, as it's considered. It's the ogres with that armed with a bloodlust. If I do this, and I do this quickly, there we go. Now these ogres will just wipe everything out because on bloodlust they do a ton of damage, right? And that's actually the reason why the Orca race kind of feels overpowered, because just there's nothing really to stop this ogres here. Sure, one of the strategies is to run away from them and wait till the bloodlust passes by, but bloodlust is not a very expensive spell. And so if you have a large number of ogres, you can just kind of rotate which ogres will do the bloodlust on the others ones and just keep it up. And you can keep that kind of merry-go-round going for quite a while. No problems. The enemy just won't be able to deal with all that. So that's kind of a big problem with ogres. Now we have other units here. We have this magical unit here that does a. You don't think he has his own normal attack, but he also can do this kind of a tornado attack, which kind of does damage. Also, as you can see, it's doing a bit of damage, but it's more effective against buildings. Not that much buildings actually. I should say it's more effective against groups of units. There's attack you can do against buildings. There it is. That kind of attack also does a quite nice damage here against buildings. So there are variations what we can do because there's a wide variety of units that here. That which is reason I like this faction. It's just that they managed to kind of put in so many different units in. Like we have dragons, we have naval units, different ones. We have ogres, we have trolls, we have gnomes here. All this is kind of put in together and it's made to work, which is interesting. And we have buildings that look really beautiful because again they're supposed to reflect the fact that we have different type of units here that we play around with. So here we have our mage has a haste here that will make our ogre run and move faster, also attack faster. Add that bloodlust to that, well, that becomes extremely powerful. But you don't really need to do that again because building up, researching all that stuff is not really needed. The ogre on bloodlust still does a lot of damage, and like I said, that's the only negative thing I can see about this faction is that. That the ogres are just too powerful. Due to our bloodlust ability, the result is that everything becomes a nail because the ogres become a hammer. That in your toolbox when you play for this faction. I believe I should have had everybody here done. Okay, yeah, that's the enemy is done. So. Overall, I would say I really like this faction. Just the variety of units that's here. The only negative is the fact that, despite the variety, you end up quite often just using more ogres with the bloodlust. Especially in the multiplayer games, I've seen people do that. They just rush towards the outputting as many of them as possible. In a single-player campaign, you don't do that as much because the campaigns are set up so that you kind of have to experiment with different units, but in the actual scenario, the skirmish battles, multiplayer, it's always ogres. From that big giant bouquet of different units that are provided for this faction, we only kind of use only one, and that's the only downside to it. But still, I like this faction. It's a cool faction. It's a very nice faction looking. I like it. Well, thank you for watching and for listening. If you like this video, please like it. If you didn't like it, don't like it, and please follow and subscribe.